The pre-dawn darkness pressed against the kitchen window as Maya Rodriguez stumbled into her small apartment, exhausted from her overnight shift at the warehouse. Her arms ached from loading boxes, and her eyes burned with fatigue. She kicked off her worn sneakers and padded quietly toward the bedrooms, not wanting to wake her two daughters, 7-year-old Lucia and 9-year-old Isabella. But as she rounded the corner, she froze. The light was on in her kitchen. And someone was there. Maya's heart hammered as she grabbed the baseball, but she kept by the door. She crept forward, ready to scream, ready to fight, but the scene that greeted her made no sense whatsoever. A man in an expensive charcoal suit stood at her stove, spatula in hand, flipping pancakes. The table was set with plates, juice glasses, and a vase holding fresh daisies she'd never seen before. The aroma of coffee and cinnamon filled the air. Who are you?" Maya demanded, raising the bat. The man turned, completely unfazed. He was in his mid-40s, with salt and pepper hair and an air of quiet authority. "Ms. Rodriguez, I'm Julian Westbrook. Please, put the bat down. I'm not here to hurt anyone. How did you get in my house?" Maya's voice shook with equal parts fear and fury. "Your landlord let me in. I own this building. Well, my company does. Wrighton Property Holdings." He gestured to the stove. "The pancakes are almost ready. Your daughters will be up soon for school." Maya's mind reeled. "You're my landlord. You can't just break into my apartment." "Technically, I didn't break in. And I'm not here in any official capacity." Julian turned off the burner and faced her directly. "I'm here because 3 weeks ago, you sent a letter to my office. Do you remember?" Maya's defenses wavered. She did remember. In a moment of desperation, after her car broke down and she missed 2 days of work, she'd written to the property management company. She'd explained that she might be late on rent, asked for understanding, promised to make it up. She hadn't expected anyone to read it, let alone respond. "I sent that to some office. Not to whoever you are. I'm the CEO. And yes, your letter ended up on my desk. Most communication from tenants goes through property managers, but yours." He paused. "Yours was flagged because you've never been late on rent in 4 years. Not once. That's unusual, especially given your circumstances." Maya lowered the bat slightly, confusion replacing her alarm. "Why are you here?" "Because I wanted to understand who you are. I had my assistant look into your file, nothing invasive, just the basics. Single mother, 2 children, working 2 jobs. No family support. No child support coming in. And somehow, you've managed to pay every bill on time, keep your girls in good schools, and from what I saw in your letter, you're taking online classes to become a medical technician." Maya's cheeks burned. "I don't need charity. This isn't charity. It's recognition." Julian pulled out a chair. "Please sit. Let me explain before your daughters wake up." Against her better judgment, Maya Saturday. Julian poured her a cup of coffee and took the seat across from her. 10 years ago, I was broke," he began. "I had an idea for a real estate investment platform, but no money, no connections, and no one who believed in me. I was living in a basement apartment not unlike this one, eating ramen, working 3 jobs to keep my dream alive. Then one day, I got sick. Really sick. I collapsed at my night job at a grocery store." He wrapped his hands around his own coffee mug, his expression distant. "A woman who worked the register, Denise was her name, she drove me to the hospital even though her shift wasn't over. She waited with me for 6 hours. When I told her I couldn't afford the bill, she helped me apply for assistance programs. She bought me groceries the next week. She didn't know me. She had her own struggles. But she helped anyway." Maya listened, transfixed. "Denise told me something I'll never forget. She said, 'Someone helped me once when I needed it. Now I'm helping you. One day, you'll help someone else. That's how we survive.'" Julian's eyes met Maya's. "I never got to pay her back. She moved away before my company took off. But I promised myself I'd honor what she did by helping others who reminded me of her. People who work hard, who sacrifice, who keep going even when the world makes it almost impossible." "That still doesn't explain why you're making pancakes in my kitchen at 5 in the morning, Maya said, though her voice had softened. Julian smiled. "I wanted to meet you. And I wanted to help in a way that mattered." He pulled an envelope from his jacket pocket. "This is a 1-year scholarship to the medical technician program at Denver Community College, full tuition, plus a stipend for books and transportation. I've also arranged for after-school care for your daughters at the community center, free of charge." Maya's hands trembled as she took the envelope. I can't accept this." "Why not?" "Because I don't deserve it more than anyone else. There are hundreds of people in this building alone who are struggling." "You're right. And my foundation is working on programs to help more families. But right now, today, I can help you. I can give you the chance that Denise gave me, the chance to focus on building a better future without drowning in the present. Tears welled in Maya's eyes. What do you want in return? The same thing Denise wanted from me. One day, when you're on your feet, when you're working as a medical technician and your daughters are thriving, help someone else. Pass it forward. The sound of small feet padding down the hallway broke the moment. Isabella appeared in the doorway, rubbing her eyes. Mom? Why is there a man in our kitchen? Maya quickly wiped her eyes and smiled. Sweetheart, this is Mr. Westbrook. He's the friend. And apparently, he's making us breakfast. Julian stood and gestured to the table. I hope you like pancakes. I make them with extra cinnamon, just like my daughters enjoy. Over the next hour, as dawn broke over the city, Maya watched in amazement as the CEO sat with her family, eating pancakes, and asking her daughters about school, about their dreams, about their favorite books. He treated them with genuine interest, not condescension. When Lucia mentioned she wanted to be a veterinarian, he told her about a free summer program at the zoo. When Isabella said she loved art, he asked if she'd ever visited the museum on free admission days. As he prepared to leave, Julian turned to Maya one last time. You'll receive paperwork about the scholarship this week. There are no strings attached. All I ask is that you don't give up on your dream. Why me? Maya asked quietly, so her daughters wouldn't hear. Really? Why me? Julian paused at the door. Because I read your letter, and I saw myself. The determination. The exhaustion. The refusal to give up even when every logical part of you says you should. And because I know what a difference it makes when someone sees that struggle and says, I believe in you. Let me help. After he left, Maya sat at her kitchen table, the envelope in her hands, tears streaming freely now. Isabella and Lucia hugged her, asking if she was okay. I'm better than okay, Maya whispered. I'm going to be a medical technician. And someday, we're going to help others, just like Mr. Westbrook helped us today. 3 years later, Maya Rodriguez graduated at the top of her class. She secured a position at Denver General Hospital, where she specialized in pediatric care. Her first act with her signing bonus was to create a small fund for other single parents in her building who were trying to go back to school. She never forgot the morning she found the CEO making breakfast in her kitchen. And she never forgot his words about passing it forward, because that's how we survive.